Textbook. Miss Green would love that. It's really great, and you're conducting from the tip of the baton really well. There's sometimes that our hands are together like this. So something that I would have you do is just change your stance a little bit to this. Just make that little change so the tip of the baton and the fingertips are together. Now, if we could ask Rachel to change one thing or use something that she didn't use very much, what would we ask her to change? Left hand? Okay. Aaron? Face. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, you have such an expressive face.
Okay.
So make sure you use your face as you conduct.
Okay.
Okay, so let's try that again. Two more little comments for you. You are very expressive with your hands. You show a lot of the phrasing through the pattern.
Okay.
So work on having an independent left hand.
Sure.
Also, you travel quickly. So as you are sustaining a note, you're here. I would sustain a note and stay here. Travel slower so that the triangle of communication, the eyes and the two tips, remain more in your center. The more you separate here, the less effective that triangle can be. Okay? And the releases show just a little bit of a, so they know where that release begins. Okay? But that was a lot better. Comments, please. Just call it really.
Yeah, I like your left hand and that you're trying to do independence of things, but just make sure that you would show a crescendo and then start to show a decrescendo and then go and have it.
Okay.
So just make sure. But
Okay.
Yeah, that becomes the default. And it's good that, I'm glad that you said that. For a lot of conductors, even seasoned conductors that have been doing this a while, the beat pattern becomes the default. I would rather see this than see this. For me, not using the left hand is very awkward and asymmetrical and not effective. So even though this is sometimes not terribly effective, it's much better than this, okay? So this becomes the default, which is not necessarily a bad thing. When the left hand doesn't have something to say, or if you're just monitoring, if you're just listening, if you're in a rehearsal and you're just listening, just keep the left hand here. Or don't even conduct, just coach. That's a good thing to do as well. Good comment. Other comments, please?
Just, if you make more eye contact with the ensemble members, they'll want to give you what you want them to say.
Okay.
So just interact with them in that way.
Am I looking towards the back of the room?
You're looking up over us.
Okay.
I don't know which direction.
I don't even know
Yeah.
what I'm doing. Like, I forgot.
You also have like scanning, but you're not staying with one person for too
Okay.
long. And you really shouldn't focus, like, play favorites. But if you can make like really meaningful eye contact for even just a second, that'll make me want to give you more.
Okay.
I'm so glad that you guys mentioned that, because this is a very advanced technique. It takes a lot of guts to look in someone's eyes and look back, and Jesse's got it. You know, it takes a lot of guts. So what you were doing, you were conducting like this. And what we're asking you to do is this. Do you feel the difference? That's meaningful eye contact. Okay? Other comments?
Jordan.
I like that you're trying to show a release on beat 4 in that fermata measure. But the way you're showing a release is kind of just like you're showing beat 4. I think you would benefit from showing the release a little bit more from the tip of the baton. So
Okay.
you kind of know where it is.
Thank you. Oh, here.
Some of the energy that you're using in your hands, and I really like the energy that you're using in your hands to show the phrasing, but if you think about some of that and move some of it to your face and say, okay, something's coming, watch my hands, then that'll help you use your face more. And if when listening to music, if you let yourself react to, oh, I'm not really sure how I feel about that, or oh, okay, that was good. And you can practice this in rehearsals too. That'll help incorporate and get you used to allowing yourself to be that transparent communicator.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Notebook. Aaron brought up 3 amazing points. It was very, very good. Okay. So number 1, let's talk about what you just said about rehearsals. I want you to play 2 games in rehearsals for the next 2 or 3 weeks. When whoever your conductor is, when your conductor gives you a cue to bring you in, I want your face. David Marble used to do this fantastic, and I love this. I want your face to look how the conductor's face looks. So if I'm going to conduct Kat and bring her in, and the entrance is this, I would have Kat play this. If I'm bringing Lindsay in like this, then I want Lindsay to look like this. Because then there's a sense of communication that's at a higher level, more professional level. Okay? The second game I want you to play is what's the conductor going to say? So we're in whatever group you're in, you're rehearsing, whatever. And the conductor stops. Play the game of what is the conductor going to say? In what order is he going to say what he didn't like or she didn't like? And how is the conductor going to say it? And why? Kind of a 4-part little game.
Can you say that one more time?
Yeah, I'll say it slower. Okay, so it's a 4-part game. So you're rehearsing, the conductor stops, and what I want you to do is play the game and think, okay, what is the conductor going to say? In what order will the conductor say it? So they're going to address several issues that just happened. How will the conductor say what they're going to say because of what just happened? And why? The more you play this game, the bigger your ears will get, and the more perceptive and aware you'll become about other people's playing, not just your own. And can you imagine how great the ensemble would sound if everybody played the game? It'd be fantastic. Okay? Nice job, Rachel. Thank you very much. Awesome. Okay, here we go.
Caleb, you're after Austin.